Hey, good morning. It's Todd Miller. It's Thursday, November 19th, and I've got some interesting numbers today. Came in from the title company. It's the October trustee sale numbers. Now, a lot of you were saying, hey, Todd, where's all the bank-owned homes? Where's all the REO inventory? You know, what's happening to it? I keep hearing about these foreclosures, and, you know, I hear we're having record numbers of foreclosures, but we're not seeing the REOs. So I have an answer for you, okay? In the month of October, believe it or not, there were 14,000 homes in Clark County that went to the trustee sale. 14,000. Now, we're only selling 4,000 homes a month, so you would think that's an excess supply of homes. Well, of that 14,000, 630 of those were sold to a third party, meaning the bank didn't take them back, a third party bought them. So maybe a person bought them and is going to live in them, or an investor bought them and is going to fix them up and flip them, or an investor bought them is going to fix them and rent them. So there's a lot of things that could happen. So potentially those properties may or may not come onto the market. 2,800 of those were just canceled outright. Could have been canceled for a lot of reasons. Pending a short sale, a successful loan modification, deed in lieu, some other thing that happened to stop that process. So they just canceled 2,800. 7,800 of those, 7,800 were postponed. What that means is they were put off to some other time. And what that means is this is that wave that you've been hearing about and we've been talking about, these postponements every month of 5,000, 8,000, 7,000 that are getting postponed to the future. You know, we're expecting to see those in January. There were 2,600, only 2,600 sold to the bank. That is creating the shortage because we're having 4,000 sales a month, only 2,600 bank homes went back to the bank last month. A lot of those ended up at Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So the people that are doing the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are getting assignments. But most of the REOs that should be coming out are being postponed at this time, and so that's where the inventory is. It's coming. I've been told 2010 is going to be a great year. As a matter of fact, all of my clients are telling me, hey, 2010 is going to be a great year. We need everyone to really do a good job. You're going to get a ton of assignments. They're all waiting. I guess they're going to wait through the holidays to, to do the foreclosures and do cash for keys and stuff like that. So it's going to be slow this month. It's going to be slow in December. It's going to pick back up. We should have a really good spring. I know you'll have a lot of buyers, and the people that are out there buying are going to be, pretty happy because there will be stuff to pick from. What we don't know is what's going to happen to the high end. Most of this inventory that we're talking about, these are all homes below, for the most part, they're all homes below $200,000 or $300,000. Now, what we're really not sure is how this is going to impact the high end, because right now we've got 48 months of supply above $1 million, which is not good if you own a home above $1 million, because that means there's a ton of stuff on the market. And if more of that comes on, because some of these postponements might have been in that price range and then all of a sudden they flood the marketplace, it's really going to put a lot of downward pressure. It's only going to help the bottom end because we're just going to have more sales, more transactions, and people are saying, well, Todd, if there's more inventory in the bottom end, isn't that going to cause prices to go down? No. We're at this equilibrium where at about 160 prices are stable. Below that, they're coming up, and above that, they're coming down. So basically, we have this market where everything's collapsing on $160,000 rough price range, which is kind of it was the median home price about 5 or 6 years ago, so that's not too far off. The most interesting thing in here is the 632 sold to a third party. And the reason this is interesting is this is an opportunity to go buy a house at the trustee sale, courthouse steps, and then do something with it. There's risk in this. There's a lot of risk. Some of the risk is that you get a house, you think it's worth X, and then all of a sudden you put on the market, realize it's not worth that, and the cost of buying it and fixing it up, and then the cost of selling it, which can be 4 to 8% depending on what process you use to do it. There's a lot of risk in there. I know some people that are doing this successfully. They're doing it in small numbers, being very careful about the houses they buy at the sale. Also making sure that you're not buying houses you haven't seen. Some of these people are going in and they're buying homes that are vacant, and that's great because they can get in them, check them out, make sure there's no damage. I had a friend of mine went and bought one that he didn't get a chance to go in, bought a trustee sale in California. He goes out there and there's mold in the place, really bad, and he just totally messed up his numbers for how much money he was going to make on the house. So, but there's opportunity out there. There's more REO inventory coming. Please be patient, and thanks for tuning in today.